What's good, y'all? It's Elijah Boy, and I ain't gonna hold you, bro. My adrenaline is up after that finale at the end. But let's just get into it. I ain't got all time. Oh wait, if I'm gonna start this, I'm gonna do my intro. Hold on. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ooh, fried chicken. So we do Monday Night Raw from Madison Square Garden. John Cena's final time on Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna be crying during this final match, bro. Hurts me that I never had the pleasure of seeing John Cena compete live and in person. But hey, it's all good, man. You know, you can't always get what you want out of life. Trust me, I know. But anyways, John Cena comes out with the Intercontinental Championship around his waist, cuts a promo about how special the night is to him and how it'll be his final Monday Night Raw appearance before he retires. But he wanted to have one final match in Madison Square Garden live on Monday Night Raw. And who comes out to interrupt? Dirty Dom himself. I knew I smelled chicken tenders and cheap cologne. I should have known Dirty Dom was there. He comes out and Cena says, hey, you want your rematch for the Intercontinental title? Let's do it right here tonight. And Dirty Dom's like, no, we're going to do this on my time. We're going to Survivor Series in front of my home. Well, I think he said his hometown or whatever. And I'm curious how he's going to get. Is he going to get cheered or booed? Who knows? We're going to find out. But Cena says he still wants to fight. So Finn Balor and JD McDonough come out. And they're going to basically jump Cena. And then the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, ready to deliver a banger, no pause. He comes out to the ring. He starts to help Cena. And then Rey Mysterio makes the save. And then Cena says, you know what? I said I wanted to fight. There's three of us, three of you. We gonna have a tag team match, playa. So they bring out a referee and they compete in a 6-man tag. And we got to see first we saw 30 beats of the Baron. Then we saw a 15 knuckles shuffle. And then Cena hits the AA and picks up the win. I ain't gonna be ready, y'all, when he retires. I know I'm gonna be crying like a little punk, bro. That's why I'm glad I ain't gonna film my live reaction to that, because, bro, your boy just gonna be crying. So we go backstage. Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce are talking backstage after what happened on SmackDown. Considering Drew McIntyre is now a part of the War Games match, Paul Heyman comes out, wait till you see who I have next. And they saw the name and they was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Boy, I wonder who that could be. Oh yeah, some celebrities were in the crowd. You know, as usual, there's always the celebrities, especially for Madison Square Garden. We saw Eric Andre, and he actually had clothes on. Isn't that great? Ashley Cook. You ain't The Rock, but I smell what you're cooking, girl. So what's up? Let me stop. And some people from the Philadelphia Eagles who got booed. Oh my God. They had more heat than anyone in the whole show. Stephanie McMahon was in the crowd. And of course, Lil Yachty was in the crowd. And a few other celebrities, including the guy who did Alexander Hamilton. I think Lin-Manuel, I believe is his name. So next, Jackie Redmond's in the ring. She introduces Stephanie Vaquer, who gets blindsided again by Nikki Bella, looking as good as she want to look. She comes out, I didn't come back here to be cheerleader. I came here to take back what is mine, the division, you know, all that other stuff. So basically, she's coming for her title. Then we go backstage again. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria are talking, and then Asuka comes out, talks to Bayley, and says, we want you on our War Games team. And Bayley looked at her like, no. No, you idiot. You're not going to have me on your team after all you've done to me, you know, and damage control and all that other stuff. So Bayley tells her no, and Lyra tries to give her a high five, and she calls her an idiot, and then moving on. Oh, yeah, and Kairi Sane did that thing where she was like, you can't see me, Kairi! And, you know, she runs to the back and stuff like that. I love it when Asuka does that. Kairi! Then we get to the next match. Oh, man. Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent. And who is this mystery opponent? I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world. Come on! Bring it on! So yeah, Dolph Ziggler comes back. I said, what in the hidden nanny D golly? I was shocked, bro. I'm like, Dolph Ziggler? Yeah, he wasn't my guess. I ain't gonna hold you. I was guessing people like Joe Hendry. I was guessing like Rob Van Dam, and I even low key guessed Randy Orton, but I was like, And by the way, where is Randy? Is he all right? It's been a while. And what a match! Ziggler showing us why he's still amazing in that ring, bro. It looks amazing. It's like he hasn't aged a day. I don't know what the future may hold. Hopefully, this is not the last we see of Dolph Ziggler. Basically, pretty amazing. Probably the best solo Sikoa match in a while with him and Ziggler. Ziggler hits the zigzag, and I thought he had him right there, but Solo kicked out, and Solo was able to catch him with a spike for the win. But man, it was so good to see Ziggler again, and he got a loving reception from the Madison Square Garden crowd. So props to you, Mr. Ziggler. So Alexa Bliss comes down to the ring, basically making a plea to Charlotte, saying she needs their help and all this other stuff. Then the Kabuki Warriors come out with Nia Jax and Lash Legend Cookie Lion. They come down to the ring, and Nia was like, as your former friend, I could see why she left you behind, yada, yada, yada. So basically, they're going to beat up on Alexa. Then Rhea Ripley comes out and Io Sky in tow. And they tried to win, but it was still 3-on-4. And right when they were about to beat on Alexa Bliss some more, Charlotte Flair makes the save with the kendo stick. Rio and Yo, let me tell you what made me laugh about the kendo stick thing. Charlotte's just like whacking Nia Jax, right? And then she starts whacking Lash Legend. And Lash Legend, that girl was literally like, every time she got hit, she looked like a ballerina. Like, I'm like, she was hitting her so much. I'm like, girl, just get out the ring. Like, why are you still in the ring? Just leave. She just, I guess this low-key means Charlotte's in the match? I don't know. I need an official word on that. Now we get to the next match. Becky Lynch defends her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine Dupree. And boy, Maxine had her game face on. That girl really gave it her all. And just when it seemed like all hope was lost, Becky Lynch was going to try to untie the turnbuckle pad. And then next thing you know, we hear, "Light it up, light it, light it, light it, light it up." AJ Lee comes down there, skipping to the ring, distracts Becky Lynch just long enough for Maxine Dupree to hit a crossbody and got the pin. She actually is the Women's Intercontinental Champion. I ain't gonna lie, I really honestly didn't think she would win the match. But Maxine had the upset of the century, courtesy of help from AJ Lee. So congrats, Maxine Dupree. Thank you. Oh, wait, did she still do that? No, I don't think so. Next, we get to the Last Time Is Now tournament with none other than my boy, Javon Evans. Bruh, this match here, bruh. Star-making performance. Man, it's crazy how far that kid has come. And he's still like, what, 22? Is he even 22? 21? This man wrestled Randy Orton in the main event of NXT. And now he's wrestling Gunther in Madison Square Garden in the Cena tournament. That is like insane to me. But you know what I'm saying? So he's taking on Gunther in an amazing match. My biggest complaint with this is there's too many commercials, bro. I swear they had like 2 commercials break in that match. And I'm like, dude, cut down on some of these entrances so we can at least watch some wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little upset sometimes. Like, man, not everything needs a commercial, dog. They getting to the money. And everybody mad. Hey, I think they making too much money. Everybody mad. Hey. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, very good match. Very amazing match. I wish we didn't have commercials for it. Very star-making performance for Javon Evans. But alas, he fell to the ring general, Gunther, and all that stuff. So Gunther advances in the tournament, and Javon Evans, can't wait to see what he does next. Next, we go backstage. Maxine Dupree discusses her win, thanks AJ Lee for her help, and then, of course, Jackie Redmond asks AJ, are you gonna, stick around? And AJ's like, well, I just came back to help my husband and yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, Rhea Ripley shows up and says, AJ, do you have time to talk? And, and AJ Lee said, okay. And I'm like, They're gonna put my girl in the War Games. Oh my gosh. Why is it every time a wrestler comes back from a long hiatus, WWE immediately throws them in like the most extreme match stipulations? Like, imagine you've been out of the ring for like 8 years and they're like, yeah, we're gonna throw you in a cage. I'm like, dang, bro, I just got back. Like, what the frick? So then we get to the main event segment of the night. The men's War Games advantage match, face off or whatever. I almost said advantage match. So Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman in the division, along with Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, come out to the ring. Paul Heyman does the shtick. My name is Paul Heyman, and this is Drew McIntyre, and this is Logan Paul, boo, and this is Braun Breaker, and this is the tribal thief, Bronson Reed. You know, Paul Heyman cuts a promo, and then CM Punk comes out, and then the Usos come out, and then Cody Rhodes comes out, and they're surrounding the ring, and they ain't grab a microphone. They didn't come here to talk. They came here to squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up. Hold up, hold up. Where you from? Psh, psh, back. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was doing. I'm tired. Anyway, a lot of adrenaline here too, so it doesn't help. So when CM Punk was about to hit Logan Paul with a go to sleep, all of a sudden we hear Brock Lesnar comes down in the ring. I'm losing my mind at this point. Brock Lesnar comes out and the crowd kept chanting OTC too, but I was like, oh man, I don't know. Is he going to pop up? And I'm like, it's Madison Square Garden. He has to pop up. And then when I saw the N logo after Brock suplexed a couple people, I was like, oh wow, that's whack. But I should have known in Triple H's WWE, when you see that N show logo, that doesn't mean it's over. Next thing you know, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm yelling at the TV, the needle mover, the head of the table, all that stuff. I was glazing pretty crazy. And so Roman comes down the ring. I guess he wasn't waiting until Christmas after all. Walks in the ring and he's staring at Brock Lesnar face to face. And I'm just yelling at the screen. I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody hit somebody. And I thought they were just going to go off the air just with the stare down, so I was going to be a little upset. But Brock Lesnar went to hit Roman, and then Roman reversed into a Superman punch, knocks Lesnar out the ring, and then security finally shows up, much to the chagrin of everybody. And next thing you know, Bronson Reed starts beating on the security guards, attacking Roman, and then he goes for the tsunami, of course, but Roman gets right back up, hits him with a Superman punch, and then the police, the NYPD, show up. Boy, did they come at the wrong time, because let me tell you, Roman Reigns looks at, he's being blocked off by the police, and Punk grabs Logan Paul with the kendo stick. Next thing you know, Roman charges at Bronson Reed on the outside. It spears him through the barricade, bro. And dude, even the cops got speared too. I'm like, ooh, hope the tribal chief has a good tribal attorney. I'll tell you that much. Man, that might have been the best Monday Night Raw this year, for real, in my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all think. What was your favorite part of the part of the night? Favorite return? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time, man. Wow, is all I have to say.